We are live, coming from a remote location.
Technically?
Two different locations. We are on the run. No, anyway, I'm Cole Clayton, and with me I have my chef, the genetic marvel. How are you doing today?
The chef du jour. I am well, sir. So, truth be told, everyone, what's happening is I'm actually getting ready for another thing that I'm doing with a few other people that this kind of worked in tandem with. So, it's actually going to be called table service, and that's where a bunch of comedians get together and we eat around a table and we talk shit about everything. Now, that being said, for years, I have bragged about my lasagna. Now, to the point where I've brought it. So I wanted to show up for a potluck with Victoria's friends, and I brought this. I'm like, "How's lasagna?" And I made this lasagna, and then they're like, "Hey, can you make the lasagna again?" I was like, "Okay, sure." So I made the lasagna again, and even one of her friends who's like a foodie, she's like, she goes, "You know how you eat something and then you and then you try it a second time and it's not as good as you remember it?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Your lasagna is not like that. It's a banger every time." And I'm like, "Hey, nice." So
you gotta make it next time you come down.
I'm happily do it. So right now, what I'm doing here, if you want to throw up my other camera,
I gotcha.
there. So right now, what we're doing here is I am just sauteing or just kind of getting all the water out of mushrooms, garlic, onion, one full onion, and it was frozen spinach. So it's all chopped up, and it's just kind of just rendering down, getting all the water out. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. So here, take that off because I've got it's mostly going to be just me talking, but there you go. So basically, I'm doing that first. In my experience, every time someone's been like, "Oh, I have a special family recipe for tomato sauce," and I'm like, every time I've tried it, I'm like, "This still tastes like tomatoes. It's garbage. That's always been horrible." Right? And that's why I'm like, so I don't kind of bother with a lot of that. I mostly just buy stuff that's ready to go kind of thing and put it all together in my own fashion, and it works out okay. So right now we have
that is called cheating, for the record.
That is called what?
Cheating.
Cheating? Sure. Like, listen, well, people are like, "Oh, do you hand make your lasagna noodles?" And I'm like, "No."
Bro, don't get me started because you gave me shit like 2 weeks ago for using the $4 Parmesan from Walmart.
Okay, now cheese is a different story because so Victoria is shredding all my cheese because she's the apple of my eye and a precious woman. But so I use like ready to bake noodles, and I'm like, I put this thing together, and then I'm going to take it with me to this venue, and we're going to do that. What's up, Kelleen? How are you? Guys, in high school, I taught my friends how to make lasagna. I applaud the effort, but that's fair. I mean, listen, I always give the caveat when I'm cooking. I'm like, listen, I'm making XYZ, but we may end up just having pizza.
You know what I hate about lasagna is that, or it's not that I hate lasagna or I hate anything about it. It's that I've never had a bad lasagna. So, when people are like, I make the best lasagna, I'm like, dude.
It may be carb. Yeah.
No offense. I'm sure yours is brilliant. I don't know at all. But I don't know. Anytime somebody has ever told me they make the best lasagna, I'm like, it's hard to compute because even the Stouffer's from the freezer, the freezer section is fucking banger. Lasagna like pizza. Anything Italian really is just kind of just
listen. And that's the thing is, as long as you season stuff, it's not gonna be bad. But a lot of people don't even bother with that, and you're like,
don't overcook it and season it. That's about it.
I mean,
try not to use microwave.
Yeah. So with this, you haven't had bad lasagna, you sweet summer.
Yeah, they got some fucked up ass lasagna over there in Indiana. It seems like
that does happen though. I feel like if you have a bad version of something, it will ruin it forever, right? It's where you're just like, I can't, because you get it in your head and then it just messes with you. So
I don't know, man. I have a very try anything twice philosophy, because if you try it the first time and it sucks, maybe I'll try it one more time. If it sucks again, then it probably sucks. That's the way I look at it. That's how I ended up sucking 2 dicks. So.
Well, maybe the first one was faulty. I get that. Like, listen,
Exactly.
That's a fact I rule. Like, if it tastes bad, I'm going to try it again because that one may have been a bad one. So I need a control. I need to know that they're all, if they're the same kind of bad, then they're all bad. It's fair.
Dude, this is North America. The majority doesn't season properly.
That's also true.
I think Colleen hangs out with white people exclusively.
Oh. I mean, that may be a thing. Who knows? All right. This is going pretty good.
Need to hear about your weekend. It was in one weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so next thing, what I'm going to do is going to be sauces. I'm going to do the sauce first and throw everything in there. Okay. So for the sauce,
all right, give me the food picture of it. Real quick.
Give me one. Okay, here. Let me do this. Here. Okay. So for sauces, I actually mix. So just so you see, so I have here's mozzarella, some Parmesan Reggiano is being shredded. This is some ricotta. So I have these. Okay. So this is fire roasted tomato and garlic, Florentine spinach and cheese, and then also this is a 4-cheese Alfredo that I use. I mix them all together, and it works out spectacularly, consistently. Like every single time, it's fantastic.
Hell yeah!
So let me do that quick. Exclusively with white people, I wouldn't know about seasoning. I mean, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things where you're like, it's worthwhile to learn other cuisines just because there's different ways of doing stuff, right? Like,
I love trying a new dish that I've either never tried or never heard of. Probably more than I like having sex, if I'm honest with you. That is just how I blew up to over 300 pounds at one point in my life, you know? Oh,
yeah, I get it.
Being from like Texas and then moving to Ohio, which is kind of, I wouldn't call it like a cultural hub, but there's a lot more culture in Ohio than there is in Texas. So like,
yeah,
I moved up here to Cleveland, and then I was like, I gotta try those croissants. I gotta try those donuts. I gotta try these raviolis, and I just looked like slowly just let myself go. Like, all I've ever had in my entire life was hot dogs and brisket.
I mean, I can't disagree with you, bro. Like, there's a benefit to trying. Like, that's also like Toronto is a multicultural hub. Like now it's kind of getting weird, but like for the longest time, like any cuisine of the entire world, you'll find it in Toronto, which has always been like something that I found to be really enjoyable. Because like you whatever you feel like, you can find it.
Kelly said fried raviolis. We might do a fried ravioli episode. I do like a fried ravioli. Also, what I really like is fried gnocchi. Honestly, you could probably fry just about any pasta, and I'm down for it.
You can fry anything; it'll be delicious.
Yeah. I've had fried ice cream, fried butter, fried Dr. Pepper. Shit's dope. Hey, Samantha, how you doing? Samantha says hi, Dino.
How you doing? Thank you. All right, so now I'm just going to throw in all the vegetables into.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. If you liked us, please go to our YouTube pages, Dino Genetic Marvel and Snippy Blue 22. They're right there in front of you. And subscribe and give us a like. I appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitter or Twitch or anything like that, go ahead and like us and subscribe.
Let me try and show you. So this is all the vegetable has been cooked down and stuff.
Show us in the big screen, bro.
I'm trying. Listen, you know what? Calm down. Calm down. I need you to relax, sir.
I'm drinking vodka. I'm not gonna relax. This is ham and cheese. For the record, if you're tuning in for the first time ever, typically I cook and I get super drunk, but Dino wanted to cook this week, so I'm just getting drunk.
Because I have a thing.
Yeah, he has a thing, which he will be posting later. I made my very own mixed drink. I made this up tonight. It is strawberry and rose vodka. It's made from roses and strawberries, from what I can tell. And then it's got orange and vanilla soda, and like a creamsicle, and cranberry juice. And I call it missionary on the first date.
I mean, that's a top tier name. Let's be honest.
I know, right? And look, it's so pretty. It looks like missionary on the first date.
Okay, let me just put this back
Think
here.
you give her roses, and then you bang her, and then you never call her.
Like a gentleman.
Exactly.
That's a horrible idea. Okay.
Cleveland seems like the Great Lakes, St. Louis.
Here, hey, put up the other camera.
Like, because we have all like I'll continue this in a second. We're gonna look at this.
So here is the sauce. Everything's been mixed in, and all the vegetables have been put in. So I'm just putting that on to simmer, just as you can see on low, and just gonna let it sit there for the meantime. Okay. Let's go here.
Anyway, it is back to what Colleen was saying.
Yes.
Seems like Cleveland is the greatest, or the Great Lakes, St. Louis. I do agree with that because we are the most libertarian state. So it's kind of like living in the South again. We have guns, we have weed, we have abortion, we have gambling. Like, what can't you do here? It's fucking amazing. It's like where you bring together the all the people who have a brain in one state.
I mean, something like that.
I hate that you pronounce my name correctly. I'm the only one who does, but it's a very southern name. I feel like, so I'm used to things like that.
Okay, this is 3 kilos of
disappointment in a glass. Lightweight. I'm not gonna lie, because it does feel like it's missing something. What were you saying, Dino?
It's 3 kilograms of ground beef that I'm squeezing into a pan now.
Show don't tell, sir.
I'm trying.
You know what? You need a phone stand. That's what your issue is.
You know what you need? You want to put that somewhere else? Okay, there you go. The only need is a co-host who can figure this stuff out. There you go. So
Colleen is Irish. That makes sense. Actually, why?
With the cameras.
That's why you get on my nerves, Colleen. Because Irish people get on my nerves.
Okay, so here. I used 2 of the 3 kilos of ground beef in here.
You are killing me with this vertical camera, bro.
You know what? After all you put me through for 30 episodes, I think this is fair. It's a reasonable.
What did I put you through?
What didn't you put me through, you bastard?
You act like it was non-consensual.
Hey, I'm a lady. I can change my mind. Thank you very much.
All right. I'm killing it there. Technical foul.
All right, let's get this starting to go.
Yeah, I'm full-blooded. People say it, but I have the paperwork to back it up. My child is half Irish. So, like, if that explains to you why I don't like Irish people. It's not that I don't like him. It's like somebody he's related to.
I'm gonna use this spoon just to stir that. Yeah.
And Dina is MIA. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Mine in America. You can't be a lady. Yes, I can. That is fake news. I can do whatever I want. I'm a lady.
You can't be a lady and change your mind. I feel like you can literally change your mind about being a lady in America right now.
Also true. Okay.
That's so good. It's pink, and I just like it. I don't know. It looks early, but it tastes fucking good.
What was it that you put in the drink?
So it was rose and strawberry vodka. So it's made with like roses and strawberry. Creamsicle soda, so orange and vanilla cream.
Yeah, okay. Creamsicle is delicious.
I know, right? And that's where the sex and the missionary comes from, because if you know anything about bartending and mixology and stuff, if it's got sex in the name, it's got orange in the name. And because it's got vanilla in it, I decided to call it missionary. And then it's got a little splash of cranberry on it just to kind of give it some color and flavor.
Vanilla
So
is a totally
missionary
worthwhile flavor.
on the
So
first date
shut your mouth.
because of the roses and the strawberries.
You're a ridiculous person, sir.
What do
You're a ridiculous person.
what do you give a girl on the first date? Roses and possibly
Oh,
some
the
kind of
first
dessert.
get
Oh
lost.
yeah, man, I'm romantic.
That's not romantic. That's a cuck.
Whatever works, I guess. I don't care. That's probably why I don't. That's probably why I don't get many second dates. So
You set the bar too high.
F off to Arizona or Indiana. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't understand why we're talking shit about Arizona or Indiana.
I mean, they probably deserve it. Fine.
Rotten petals. Okay. Did you have a stroke, Kelly?
I mean, she's already angry with you from earlier, so
Yeah.
Which is totally reasonable because you're the worst. So
Could you have any more of a tomato face right now? Yes. Just give it like 3 more drinks. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
So apparently we have a lot of people viewing from Twitter.
I know, right?
I think I got to add my Twitter to StreamYard, and then we can do that too, because
that's the move.
That just makes sense. If it's doing that well, why not? You have the Asian glow again, Cole.
I have the Asian glow. See, yeah, I'm related to Genghis Khan. I've been trying to tell people this. They don't believe me.
Like,
I'm a conqueror.
You're maybe related to one of his wives. Not you.
Is that not how that works?
I mean,
you're trying to call me a bitch, but you just made my point. That's all.
I mean, it was her second marriage. It's fine. Like, technically, it's
queer.
Let's calm down.
It's queer.
Let's calm down.
Larging and charging and looking for chickies.
Welcome to the gun show, right? That's just easy, Dwight. Just relax, okay?
Samantha thinks it's funny.
That's because she knows you're a ridiculous person.
Everybody knows I'm a ridiculous person.
That's factual.
Well, there's 7 people watching on Twitter right now just to see if I'm a real person, because they've been seeing my posts for 3 years. Like, this dude's out of his mind.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so throw up the other camera. So we have here's our sauce just simmering away, just on low, just trying to get it all to heat. And we have our ground beef is just slowly cooking away. I'm just going to add some spices to that. So little known fact is that you should always use, especially when you're using ground meat, is you want to add a little bit of cinnamon. Not much, but just some. Makes a big difference.
Add cinnamon. Show us your cinnamon. Just put right there. Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Cinnamon, granulated garlic, onion powder, and then especial is Greek oregano. There we go. That I get from a Greek store here. That is spectacular.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, like that's the thing is, real spices are important, I think, to any meal. And like people who don't spice stuff, you're like, yeah, why would you do that? Why would you make yourself suffer?
Strawberry rose infusion.
Okay, there's some garlic. Maybe some onion powder.
It's a seltzer, not soda, but either way.
And a little bit of cinnamon. You don't have to use a lot of cinnamon, but it does make a difference.
You really shouldn't use a lot of cinnamon in anything beefy in the first place.
True.
It's gonna be easy on that. Rose alcohol sounds good. I know it's different. It's not bad. And then my cranberry. Cranberry. It looks like I'm retarded. Yeah, it's got like a flowery taste, and I know that's kind of obvious, But yeah, it tastes floury, you know, but it's good. I dig it. Elliot says Atlas would be ashamed of you. Yeah, that's why I said it. Why he's not here.
Atlas is ashamed of you. I mean, like, for what reason? Because
I said the R word.
you said retarded?
Yeah, just a second ago.
Why not?
I called myself retarded, to be fair.
But you have a brother who's deficient, so it's fine.
That gives me the R word pass, right?
I mean, listen,
I
I
have
agree.
like
That's
four
why.
retarded
Listen,
brothers. Let's be
I
honest.
agree. That's why I'm allowed to say the word gay. It's fine. Listen, we earned it. Okay. Have you ever tried a Pim's cocktail before, Cole? Ooh, those were
Candy cocktail. No, you know, I'm not a big mixed drinker. It's not because I don't want to, but because I just haven't, I guess. I don't know. I worked in a country club when I was a bartender, so like I made like Moscow mules and Manhattans, and then everything else was just beer and then
Hey,
on the rocks, you know. So
everyone knows Moscow Mule and a Manhattan. He made them exactly the same, just put them in different cups, and people are like, "Ooh, it's so special."
Manhattan got like oranges and cherries and shit in it.
I'm sure. Okay. Polar seltzer is amazing, but Canada Dry Cheer. I mean, so you know what, Killeen?
Canada Dry is dope. There's no way.
Okay, you know what I had? I was probably it was so this I just went to Florida for the first time in like 30 years. But the last time I went, we went to Publix and we got this thing, and I've honestly I've never had anything better. Is Diet Sparkling Vanilla Cream Soda from A&W. That's what it's called, and it is like it's like drinking nothing. Like it's so flavorful, but it's just so fizzy and sparkly, and like you drink it and you're like, I feel like I drink. It's like drinking a dry wine. How you're like, I don't feel like I've drank anything, but it's so flavorful still.
I don't like diet. I don't like diet.
That's because you're a bad person, and also you already have diabetes. It's fine.
You keep saying this. No, I don't.
Your stumps for legs say otherwise. No, it's.
Colleen says accurate. A&W diet. Oh, why the fuck would I drink diet soda? Because to avoid diabetes. Like that's dumb. There's still sugar in it.
Hey, I honestly actually don't.
What anybody says. It does not. It tastes sweeter than water. It's got sugar in it.
No. But I don't even know that they make a non-sparkling vanilla cream soda that's not diet. To be honest with you.
All that sugar in the vanilla. You sure it's not caffeine free? Because root beer is caffeine free.
Yeah, root beer is caffeine free either way.
Kelleen's mom is weirded out by us saying her name correctly.
Are you guys saying my name correctly, or by saying it correctly?
Well, you know, that's the thing is, I've been saying it correctly, and I've been correcting Dino because in the shadows behind the scenes, he's been saying it wrong. So
yes, but the whole point is when she spelt it out phonetically, Kelleen, no problem. The way it's spelled, your mom maybe was drunk at the time. I'm just gonna throw that out there, and she spelled it, and she's like, yeah, that's how it's meant to be.
She's Irish, which means the same thing, but
there's not enough E's, U's, and R's in her name to be Kelleen if it's Irish. That's just right.
There's no O's, no apostrophes.
Yeah. No weird no
big letters and little letters at the same time.
There's no G's. Like, come on, it's fine. How Irish can it be? Here, let me show you guys how the beef is going. It's just simmering down. That's not the beef. I mean, it is the beef, but yeah.
We got the beef.
I do have the beef. It's in my pants. And then here, the sauce is saucy. It's just on low, so it's not really doing much here, but I'm just trying to keep it.
That is an awesome sauce.
It's honestly, it's one of my favorites just because it's almost like a rose, but it's like the the prepackaged sauces that I use are.
Can you bring the camera closer? Yeah. All right. That looks good. You already have the Parmesan and everything in it?
No. So in that, I've only added, so there's the tomato sauce, the 4-cheese Alfredo, spinach, garlic, onions, and mushrooms.
Yummy.
So I sauteed everything in advance, so everything's kind of broken down. And then in here, I'm going to add the meat once it's really crisped up and everything. And then slowly I ladle it in and put everything together.
And when you add meat to a tomato sauce, they call that a bolognese.
Not a bolognese does not have tomatoes in it.
You're Greek. You don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, is it a bolognese? Yeah, a bolognese doesn't have tomatoes in it. That's science.
What? You're making shit up now. That's not what I learned. That's not what I learned in the back of a Denny's when I was being a janitor.
Hey, you people on Twitter, go subscribe to my channel and go subscribe to his channel on YouTube. We're trying to do something. It's Dino the Genetic Marvel right here. You
trying
can
to see something.
Yeah, well, listen, as well, there's like 9 people on Twitter. We definitely okay, so we gotta stop.
That's more than we ever get on YouTube. What the fuck? Combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta add your you gotta definitely add your Twitter.
Yeah. Well, it's very worth it. So, mind you, I don't tweet. I mostly use Twitter for horrible reasons, but.
She tried to create my name in a way that wouldn't be ridiculed while acknowledging the heritage.
I mean, good luck with that.
I think she fucked up. If I'm honest, like, yeah, not that you have a bad name or anything. It's just anytime you make your name different, kids are cruel. You know,
they're always cruel.
I mean, I'm not even gonna give you guys fire for the roast coming up. But yeah, no, my name has been played with a lot over the years.
Your email alone is.
Don't
is an issue.
On my email.
Well, it's going to come up in the roast, so people can watch all they want.
What is it now? What are we talking about? San Marzano. What is that?
Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Those are, and they're just good quality tomatoes, like in a sauce, and you can really you make a lot better of a sauce with it.
Y'all just have to understand that I'm going to confidently say whatever it is that I think at that moment. I don't, and then when y'all try to tell me I'm wrong, I'm going to stick my toes in the sand.
Yeah, that's what makes you a bad person. It's fine.
I'll go on in life changing my perspective, but I'll never admit that I changed my perspective. I will always say, no, I always knew that. I always knew that.
You don't want to give somebody the satisfaction of teaching you anything. You're like, yeah, I already knew that, loser. And then they're like, oh, you're like, yeah, it's called a joke. Figure it out.
Right. Yeah, I'm dumb, you know. You ever heard of a joke?
Yeah. Bro, I usually have more people watching, and now I have like just my wife. It's like ridiculous.
I wonder if I fucked up something.
No, I don't think so. It's on everything, but you know what it was is because it wasn't set for because I wanted to take a video and do a short of grocery shopping, but it wasn't set up already, so I just got.
Not bad.
No, it's fine. It's the first time you've done it on your end, so.
Yeah, I didn't know that you wanted it set by a certain time.
Yeah, that's why I sent you the thumbnail earlier in the morning, but that's fine.
I just thought you sent it to me because you had shit to do.
No. So. The weird thing about days like today where I'm cooking and stuff is like I don't plan anything else, so I was like, I just had to hurry up and wait, which I really hate doing, but.
Hurry up and wait. See, Victoria is excited for lasagna. I know, this sounds good as fuck, bro. Yeah, Dino, if you don't explicitly explain something to me,
I should know better.
A certain way, I'm not gonna get it. It's why I'm single.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because and then if you don't tell me, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, what's done is done.
Yeah.
And what's not done is not done.
And what's not done is most of the stuff. That's fine. It's it's one of those things where you just have to roll with things, right? And a lot of times people don't realize they're like, yeah, listen, it's not an exact science. Like a lot of people try and say that, oh, I know how to do. You're like, yeah, but things go wrong constantly in everything, right? So without considering that stuff, it's you gotta. That's why it's important to just be able to recover on the fly, and especially like this. I'm like, listen, if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna order a bunch of pizzas and bring them to the place and just be like, oh, we're having pizza. Sorry, guys.
Is my hat too tight?
Is your hat too tight?
Bunch of hair.
That's what suffocating your brain, but yeah, that's fine.
That's probably why my face is all red too. It's like
sure,
at least 70 degrees in this house.
It's nothing to do with the food, with the drinks.
It's a little bit of that too, for sure.
We're at 31 minutes. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to put this all together within the hour, but you know what? We're going to give it a try.
You can do it.
Why you got to be like that? What's wrong with you?
Because you made me the host this week. So I gotta Cole Clayton it up.
I know what I regret, sir. It's fine. Fill up my water.
I feel like this is better than the last time you cooked.
I mean, marginally.
She said it was a massive improvement. You know what?
Okay.
Thank you, Colleen's mom. Mrs. Griffin. I don't even know if that's the right name, but I'm going to say it anyway. Probably not, knowing that nobody stays married anymore. But
I'm married. We've been together for
twice.
Coming up on 16 years.
Married twice. Nobody stays married anymore.
You know what? I had to break one to figure out how to do it properly. That's reasonable. It's called experimenting.
It was the rough draft.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you learn how to do things properly. Is you break something,
you fuck
destroy
it up.
it into pieces.
You fuck the first one up.
You irreparably fuck it up. That's irreparably fuck it up.
That's my learning style. I call it ope.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's fine. I'm always hesitant when it comes to ground beef. Like, I want it to cook well, but I also want it broken up. So I'm like, also, like, you need a little bit of char on there too. So like,
char, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, when you get like a big old chunk of beef, like ground beef, whenever you're eating something, you're like, that's good.
Yeah, it makes it feel substantial, right? So you're like, there's two sides to everything.
My hair is just doing a thing right now, and I don't know how to get it to do it, to not do it, but I need to go get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut before my birthday this weekend. So,
I try and sympathize and say, I need a haircut.
Here. Matter of fact, we're doing the comedy roast of Cole Clayton this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna have a new asshole ripped out of me. So by all my friends and family.
So everyone knows, not the normal two. I'm gonna have 3 after Sunday.
Yeah, because I shit out of my mouth sometimes. So.
Oh, more often than the other side.
So yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. Probably gonna be on Twitter too. It's gonna be a bunch of different places. Yeah. So all you gotta do is watch where you're watching right now. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have Dino's gonna be on. I'm gonna be on, obviously. Kelly and Griff.
I'm going to be the ringmaster of the circus.
And a handful of others. So yeah, definitely come and check us out Sunday. I love Dino's message. That's because he's Italian. He talks with his hands.
I will stab you right in the face. I swear to God. Okay.
Just use that energy this weekend.
Listen.
Well, you have mom-approved hair. I know it's fucking. I know, like, I don't know what it is, but like, 40-plus-year-old women love me. Like, I can't get anybody my age.
The rest of him. The rest of him is what mothers don't approve of. Just from the hair down.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have, like, amongst mothers, I'm a hot commodity.
That's only because we live in end times.
Probably, yeah.
You look like you're fat enough to be roasted on a spit.
No, it's because I got these muscles. I look like I can
Right.
fight, which I can't. So.
Okay, sure. I love how you're like, I have muscles, and I'm like, listen, everyone has muscles. That's just how the body is.
You don't got muscles like I got muscles. I got dad strength. I got retard strength. I got poor decisions mistakes.
Okay,
strength.
those are all true, but you also have an extremely slappable face. So
yeah, but I've only gotten hit like a handful of times from talking.
So far,
I'm 6 foot tall and I'm like plus 250 pounds. So like I freak people out.
I am a 40+ non-mom, and the jury is still out. Yeah, that's because you have a little bit. You have a modicum of self-respect still.
That's Kelly saying I'm hot, but she don't want to admit it because I don't shut up. That's what that is. That's my problem too.
Because you as a picture, listen, you as a picture is fantastic, but you talk and everyone's going, "Oh, that's a downside." The whole
I run my mouth, man. Like
that's also true. I'm not saying that you don't. I find it enjoyable, but also I'm not trying to bang you. So
I don't say nothing I mean, though. I never say shit I mean. If I mean it, I don't say it. I don't know. It's weird. I just talk to talk, you know? Like, people be like, you really think that? And I'm like, yeah, and I totally don't mean it at all.
Yeah, well, that's also like just being your age. You're like, what, 37, 40?
Fuck you. I'm turning 30 on Sunday.
For the second time. Maybe the 7th time. It's fine.
I'm actually excited about turning 30. I feel like this is the first time where I'm a grown up in my life.
But it's the same thing as like teenagers are like, I can't wait to be an adult. You're like, that's because you're stupid. You don't realize. It's okay.
I'm not excited like about the responsibilities because I already have a lot. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm excited that this is the beginning of the end. You know, does that make any sense? Like, this is all right. We're getting ready to die now. You know, like this is
getting ready to die. Yeah, that's fair.
You know, like we're prepping. All right, you know, now all I got to do is coach my kid how to live without. You know, so
I like the whole idea is like, can your child feed themselves? As soon as you do that, you're good. Hello, sorry for bothering you. Oh, great, we have another one of those. Thank you for your offer, but you can go sit on a stump and enjoy yourself.
I wish I could. How do I delete these?
I don't know. You can. It's weird.
Super dumb. Dino tells no lies.
Dino tells no lies.
That's bullshit, but okay.
I mean, see, I was having this discussion with somebody else earlier, whereas the whole idea that it's like, I do come across as quite the asshole, but at the same time, I'm like, am I wrong? No. So it's like, good or bad, I guess.
I don't really think you're an asshole. You've never really been an asshole to me.
That's because I was forced to be driven around by you and stay in your home. I know how that works. Okay, I've been in a household with a family.
You can be an asshole to me right now.
Yeah, but then you might not have me back. So remember, if I stay in Cleveland, it's like $1,000 for me to get a hotel for a week, whereas your place is just going to cost me some gyros, which I'm like, that's okay.
Some gyros from the gyro joint down the road, not even ones you make.
It's still good.
Are you coming in May?
I believe so. I am officially very poor. So I
feel that.
Dino is good people. I mean, this face says murder though. So
yeah, me and Dino are BFFs, so don't you know?
I'm hoping in May Kyle will come with me because that would be a really fun trip. But I know that his
car's how are we gonna plan that out? Y'all gonna sleep in my son's bed together? Like,
I'm not gonna spoon Kyle. That's not.
He's like the type of person who would want to be spooned. So, like, he would want to be little spoon too. Unfortunately for you,
you know what? Every so often, I tell my wife to little spoon me because I'm like, I like feeling things. And now she can because I'm a lot not gigantic. I'm like moderately gigantic.
Yeah, how do you guys get little spoon when you used to be a ladle? Like,
more like a wheelbarrow, but yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, well, it is what it is, right? So
Um, an associate from Cleveland is having a comedy show, and it's supposed to be this like big event or whatever. So
are you
Dino and
guys
Kyle are
are
talking
you
about.
guys are you guys still friends on Facebook or no?
No,
You unfriended him too? You block
yeah,
him?
all on the same day. I took him off everything, dude. Fuck that guy.
I know, but at the same time, it just makes things difficult for me because I'm the selfish prick. So
I don't give a shit. The last guy your last comedy show you tried to go to, I tried to beat up the producer. So, like, this is a normal thing for me. Like, I'm clearly the problem. Is what it comes down to.
No,
I'm
I don't
okay
think
with
so.
it.
I don't think so. You are a problem, but I don't think you're the problem because let's be honest, is that both of those were valid, right? Because I even told
Yeah,
him, I'm
but if
like,
you have
don't.
the same problem over and over again, at some point you're the problem, right? Like, if you have the same problem with different people, I feel like it makes you the problem. It makes me feel like I'm not doing something properly, but like, it is what it is. So.
Like I said, it comes down to that whole idea where like sometimes you do have a very punchable face, so it's like. Ugh.
I think there's some people who like me and there's some people who don't like me. And then the people who don't like me, think they can talk to me however they want. And I'm
Yeah.
not okay with it. That's just not who I am. So.
Well, and I think that's the whole idea behind like people have to realize that you're like, hey, a joke is a joke, but like I'm still a grown ass man and I'll punch you in the throat. So
yeah, like I was trying to explain it to my sister on one of our shows together,
good luck with
and
that.
like you can talk to me however you want because we're homies like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're my homie, you can talk to me however you want. But like if you're not my homie, check yourself. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably my fault because I'm cool with everybody until I'm not. So
Yeah. But that's the thing is like I feel like there's a certain point where you have to tell people that like, hey, check yourself, right? Like and the problem is like you need a warning light. That's what you need.
I mean,
All those things that show up on your car's dash.
do that, but people don't pick up on it, which is again, that's a failing on my part.
Yeah, but you do that like a lady does. Like, well, I gave him a hint. You're like, it's not a. This wasn't.
I don't
It's
be
not a
giving
thing.
people hints. I'd be like, hey, relax. Like.
Yeah, but then they're like,
Oh,
this guy's gonna tell me to relax. Calm down, right? It's like I understand it, but at the same time, like I'm very cautious with that kind of stuff because I like people have said something off the cuff, and I just stopped, turned, and three guys just backed away. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to be here for that." And I was like, "The fuck did you just say?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean that." And I'm like, "Listen, man, you need to check yourself, or I will snap your neck." Right? Like, people don't take me as seriously now that I've lost 250 pounds, but I'm like, bro, now I'll do it fast. So don't like.
You come up quick, bro. You are particularly quick. I forget what we were doing. I feel like we were going into Chick-fil-A and you were just moving way faster than I expected you could. And granted, we were going into Chick-fil-A, but
That's probably why. That's probably why.
Bro, I've never
so
been
good.
like
It's so good, and like the breakfast was so good. It's just, you're like, I'm okay with whatever they do because their food is so good. I'm like, and they're so pleasant and nice, and like, and anyone you deal with, their name is going to be like Jebediah or some weird shit. Which I'm like, I'm game. I know how to pronounce that name. I'm okay. Like, I don't mind it. But,
hilarious. We've riffed on white people today. I made a joke, or I made a drink named after sex. We said the R word, and then we talked about eating a Chick-fil-A. Like, we are not a very censored group today. Like, we're not being very.
I mean, that's probably what's driving Twitter. That's fine.
But Twitter's all blue, though, from what I understand.
Not now that Techno Jesus Elon Musk is in charge. Now it's all red and vicious.
I don't know if I believe that. I think people are just hanging out because they can.
I do believe he's Techno Jesus, but that's fine.
Think he's Techno Jesus?
That's right. Because like technology.
Elon Musk?
Yeah, why not?
Elon Musk is like the George W. Bush of billionaires.
Yeah, but he is the closest thing we have to Batman. Like he's still far away. He's still far away. It's not going to be Bezos. Bezos can't tie his shoes. Like forget about it.
Fucking fucking Norman Osborn maybe, not fucking Batman.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's probably accurate. He's got the ADHD and apparently a giant wiener like Willem Dafoe. So
what? He's got a big dick.
Yeah, probably. Maybe he just has all Bezos is Enigma. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, Bezos is an enigma. Bezos gives me Lex Luthor vibes. Maybe just because he's bald.
No, but like a crappy version of he looks like Lex Luthor, but he doesn't act like Lex Luthor. He acts like Lex Luthor.
Donald Trump acts like Lex Luthor. Right? Like dumb Lex Luthor. If Lex Luthor was dumb.
Yeah, like a bizarro Lex Luthor. You're like, that's not. Yeah. That's the thing is, like, look, we have so many billionaires and no Batman. I'm like, that's disappointing. That's disappointing on a grand scale.
Because Batman's not a real thing. Like, because
he should be. We need a Batman.
Giving a shit about justice? Get the fuck out of here.
Did I tell you the joke so I'm trying to put together a roast for like of Catholic people because they do a cross. And I'm like, my imaginary friend is better than yours. So what I do is the S and then wings, which is Superman and Batman. So I'm like, before a meal, you do an S and a wing, and people are like, that's offensive. I'm like, I love it that way. But
I don't get it, but okay.
The S for Superman and wings for Batman. You know what? You need to read more books, more comic books with pictures. It's not even offensive. You just need to broaden your horizons.
Why would I read when it takes you a week to get through a book, but they can make a movie about the same book that takes 2 hours to get through?
Listen, sir. Don't make me kill you, okay? I don't want to have to kill you. I like you, but also you may have to die. All right. Let's see here.
Is that lasagna in the oven yet?
No, I saw it. I'm not even putting it in the oven here. I'm taking it to go.
Oh, so we're not even going to get to see the lasagna?
You're going to get to see one of the lasagnas. So let's see here. Okay, so let me do this. Throw up the other one. Okay, so we have here is the meat. That's the wrong one. Just move it over. You can just drag it over.
All right, relax.
So this stuff is breaking up pretty good. Can
you bring it a little closer? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, 1 second here. So we have this. It's getting a little bit of char in there and making it all nice and crispy. And then we have our sauce over here. 1 second here. It's just simmering here and like.
So, do you use a sweetener for your sauce at all?
No.
Let's go spicy.
So, let's go from there. Here. Okay. So next, I'm going to actually take this beef off of the burner because I think we're good. There. Okay. So next, I am going to add the beef to the sauce. That's going to be interesting. All right. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Right? Okay. So let's go.
I think I can.
So because I'm doing carnivore this month, I'm making myself a separate one with just meat and not sauce because, well, I'm trying to be good.
Wait, how are you doing a carnivore diet and eating lasagna?
I'm not going to eat lasagna. I'm making just meat and cheese in a whole thing.
That's very disappointing.
I mean, it's not. I'm making a separate one for Victoria.
That's why I can't do none of these diets because I just get a taste for shit and then I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm having. Like, I'm not doing a diet.
That's fine. there. For my, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. 1 second here.
What time do you have to leave for the show?
Well, I want to be out of here by around 8, so I just got to piece this bad boy together. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's that. So, let me show you what the sauce is turning out to be. Okay, so just mixing. So this is mine that I'm just gonna mix with a bunch of cheese, but in the end, this is just becoming like super thick and rich. Okay, so people can see it is banging. There. Okay, give me 1 second here, Cole.
You taking my show off?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to manage everything accurately here. Yeah, throw that here. Okay, so this, and this.
Isn't it just better that I finally upgraded and got a computer because I'm not poor anymore?
I mean, yes, I agree with you.
Welcome to the middle class.
I mean, let's not go that far, but yeah.
Right when the whole government and the whole economy and the whole world is in shambles.
Basically, yes. But okay. So let me just trying to piece this bad boy together in a reasonable fashion.
Show don't tell, sir.
Just give me a moment, sir, so I don't have to cut you. Okay.
How long is a moment? What is the agreed upon amount of time that makes a moment?
It's a good question. Can we move some of that? All right. And do you think I can move that right there? Do we have a? Okay. I'm gonna put the sauce right there. Here. I don't want to put it on the floor because then we might kick it. Okay. Just be careful, okay? All right. So let's do this. Hold on 1 second, everyone.
Hold on. You get me for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Yeah. The hilarious part is that you're not saying anything. Okay, what did I miss? You missed so much.
We're
so much.
we're at the end, Mama. This is my mom for the record. Amy Rauch. That's the way.
I feel like she's like the one responsible is how we're gonna pose that, but
we started a half hour early because Dino has a thing to go and do afterwards. But we're making lasagna, and I think Dino is starting to layer it together.
yes, I'm gonna try doing that.
He's layering his life together first, though.
Let's calm down, okay, sir.
Here we go.
Okay. So
we have a camera.
So everything's kind of a mess right now. So one of the keys here, and a lot of people don't realize this, is you want to put a little bit of sauce all the way in the bottom, because that means it won't stick to the bottom when you put everything together. The only problem is my sauce is quite thick. So let's try anyway.
That is a thick sauce. THICC. The way I like my women.
Here, let's go here.
My mom said, "No way, fuck! I didn't get that memo." That's because I didn't fill you in, Mom. Because you ask me questions whenever I give you answers.
That is. I mean, that's not a surprise to anyone, I would think.
Why you can't put meatball in lasagna? What the fuck? Why would you even ask the question? That doesn't even make sense. Ah, are we even related?
Okay. So, first things first. Hold on, everybody. Okay. I will admit, Cole, we definitely need. I definitely need a stand for my phone, but that's fine.
Can you get pretty good ones that come with like lights and shit at Walmart for like $25?
You
don't have Walmart in Canada?
Give me 1 second here.
Take that as a no. For the record, Dino, we just hit 20 concurrents. So.
Hey. Do that.
Yep. Can you take my shit off? There's no camera.
I know. Give me a second. Okay. One's there. Perfect.
Right now.
And this one's going to be over here.
I'm in my kitchen.
Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Hi. Okay. So, first things first, we're just going to put a bed of noodles on the bottom. Now, we're going to add a bunch of sauce. I think I needed more sauce. Okay, so we have a lot of sauce here. You know what? I think we're okay.
My mom says she has pics of my birthday where she made me a lasagna with meatballs, and then she called me an asshat. I'm calling bullshit because you don't have any pictures of anything because one of my ex flames, pun intended, had her boyfriend burn down a house that my mom lived in because I fucked his girlfriend. And that is the true story. And we lost all our family photos.
Let's start doing this. Okay, so this is Asiago and what else? It's just Asiago cheese.
Asiago. Right? Yeah. Oh, we got full screen of Dino. We can see his weight loss journey right now. That is the thin man right there from Charlie's Angels.
I don't know about that, but sure. I will accept, sir. I will accept. Okay. There.
Also, that's a true story. Little fucker set my bed on fire and the whole house engulfed.
Sorry?
Why your bed? Yeah. Weird.
Okay. Next, another layer of.
I wasn't even there for the record. I was long in Ohio, like so. I was made aware of that after the fact. But I do have the pics on Facebook. Oh right, okay. There you do.
And we all know if it's on Facebook, it's real. It's just how the science works.
Yeah, especially after AI and everything.
Bro. So apparently, there's a lot of people who are getting quite uppity about AI's usage and how it's kind of working out. I'm gonna try to save some of this for you, baby.
Make sure that lasagna meat gets me well first.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely needed more sauce. Oh, well.
Make me another one.
Here. 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 What? You just not talking right now? What's your beef there, bro?
I'm taking a selfie.
Taking a selfie. You're a ridiculous person, sir. A ridiculous person.
I'm a grown man.
You're a man. Let's start
You're an
there.
old man. That's the difference. So
I am an old man.
you're also married. Like, what do you have to take a selfie for? You like, dude. You know, like, never mind. You'll find out on Sunday when I roast you.
Okay. So next we have ricotta cheese. So this. Let's see if I can get some of the water out.
Okay, I wasn't fucking your babysitter. She became your babysitter after I fucked her. Okay,
Yeah, that's gonna go on top.
that's on you, bro. Because let's be honest, when I was around, I was the babysitter. So, right there, Dino. The
Huh?
ricotta cheese.
Yeah, it's ricotta.
Now, okay, so
Tell me.
I'm actually kind of an adversary when it comes to ricotta cheese. If I'm making a lasagna, it's not gonna have ricotta cheese on it. Although I'll still eat it with ricotta on it, I just prefer it without.
I understand.
And I want to hear you fire back because that's what people
So
when they
there's
find
a
out.
certain amount of creaminess that comes with ricotta, and it can be very enjoyable. A lot of times people don't necessarily feel that way just because they'll be unflavored or it'll just give a weird taste, and sometimes that happens. Also, too, some people have been known to use mascarpone, which I'm like, that's sweet, and you're
Never
ridiculous.
had that.
Yeah, mascarpone is actually quite sweet. It's a sweeter cheese. You use it in desserts, so it makes nice
Now,
sense to put it in lasagna. But
would cream cheese make it weird if it, instead as a substitute for ricotta?
like you could do that, but it's just not going to have as much flavor.
It's not gonna have the
Right?
texture.
Yeah. Well, the texture will be comparable, but it won't be as good. That's for sure.
Hmm.
I think.
I don't know. I think it just
Yeah,
it tastes weird to me. Like
that's fine.
I don't know. And what else do you like? I can't even think of anything else that has ricotta in it. Maybe raviolis. I've had raviolis with it, but I've I've had way more raviolis without ricotta. So, is there anything else that absolutely has to have ricotta? I don't know that. What else do you use ricotta cheese for?
Cannellonis. A lot of pasta. So this is just mozzarella that I'm throwing on top, like just slices of mozzarella that we bought. I'm just trying to.
Say that again. What is it called?
It's mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Okay. You said it sounded like you were doing the old Italian fucking like grease ball thing. Ooh, mozzarella.
I wish.
Mozzarella. We're gonna drop the last vowel.
Okay, so let's do that. And then I'm going to put a bunch of Parmesan, which we had just had shredded. So we have here.
Mom's calling me a liar with no facts.
Okay.
What do you got there?
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Ooh.
And this
Alberto says,
essentially.
"What is up, beautiful people? What's going on with you, Alberto?" Dino, say hi to Alberto.
What's up, Berto? How you doing, brother? Okay. So that is the lasagna. Now, as it stands, I'm going to make a little one for Victoria, and then that should be it. In the meantime, I'm going to put this aside. Not yet. It's a hot one. It's a little bit hot. It's a little bit hot. It's right here. And let it sit for a little bit. Where's your small dish there?
Whereas just chilling and shit. Yep, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're over here making a lasagna and sipping on some vodka and kind of just having a good old time.
Let's do yours first.
So, how'd you come about these people that you're going to see later this evening? You know?
So we are going to. I'm going to. It's called the Comedy Lab, and it is only a few people. I think there's going to be about 6 of us, and we're just having like kind of a dinner with comedians type thing, and going to kind of eat and talk about comedy. And we aren't going to live stream it, but we are going to record it and release it later. So it should be interesting.
You aren't going to perform?
No, so they did that the first time they tried, and I'm like, yeah, that's just way too much work. You don't have to put yourselves through that. It's just too much.
What? That's the whole point of being a comic is to perform.
Well, we're all going to be making jokes and stuff, but
Yeah, okay, you're going to tell other jokes to other comedians who are known thieves.
no.
Okay. I'm saying anyone there is a thief. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying, I'm not telling my jokes to other comedians and only other comedians.
We're mostly going to just be cracking wise with regards to just like life and stuff, right? So, and we're doing it over a meal.
So it's just hangout.
Yeah, it's a hangout with food.
You are way more social than I am.
That's accurate.
That's something like I was trying to explain to my mom yesterday. She was like, I was trying to explain to her like that I'm just not like at all a social being. Like, Dino, you're like my best friend, and you and Atlas and Kyle are pretty much my main friends, which is crazy because y'all don't even live in the same state, and 2 of you don't even live in the same country as me. And you know, like when you come to town, I'm not like I'm sure you got this vibe. I'm not the most excited person about it. I'm like coming to town.
You mean like when you pretended to leave me at the bus station with all the crackheads? Yeah, I remember that. I remember that vividly, sir. And you're like, ah! I'm like, I'll kill you.
And I'm about that life. Like, you know, some people are like agoraphobes or they're antisocial, but they get lonely. I don't get lonely. Like,
yeah, the only problem is like, but that's because you have a son, right? So like, you have people around you that will be there. The problem is eventually they go too, right? So
probably, I don't know. We'll see in about 10 years, a decade.
Well, it's just life. It's not like he's got to live his own, right? So,
geez, you're a bummer. You know that?
Thanks.
I'm over here trying to tell jokes, and you're just like, "Whoa, here, let me hit you with logic."
Yeah, you're not the first person to say that.
Hey, Dino, which brand of lasagna did you get? Some say that you don't need to pre-cook them, but I would. We're making lasagna homemade, actually. I guess I should have specified that.
It's oven ready.
Dino's making it.
It's oven ready. It's not nothing fancy. It's a no-name brand. Just because I don't have any respect for that.
Oven ready. No, you're putting it all together. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Why are you trying to be humble all of a sudden?
No, you put it in the oven and it's ready to go. So it's just
okay. My mom said left him with crackheads. Calm down. It was homeless people and crackheads. Okay. Dino grew up so rich that poor people and crackheads are one and the same where he comes from. That's what their definition. A crackhead just means a homeless person.
You're not wrong.
Oh, he's homeless. He must do crack.
Yes. Otherwise, why are you homeless? It's because you do crack.
Yeah. Not, it has nothing to do with BlackRock buying off all the houses.
Okay, there. You don't have money invested in BlackRock. All right.
I didn't say I did. You have money invested in BlackRock? Is that what you said?
Yeah. They do great work.
You are the enemy now.
I wouldn't be surprised about that.
We're planning your assassination as we speak.
Okay.
The coalition has been notified. The coalition. You get that? The coalition. COLE. Ishin.
You're ridiculous, sir.
Because my name is Cole.
Ha 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 ha. Right. So that one's mine. It's just a mountain of meat and cheese. This one's for Victoria. Okay, come closer. That's mine. This is Victoria's. That's mine. This is Victoria's. And then over here is what I'm taking to the thing. So right now I'm going to put a cover on it and off I go. So we'll see how it goes.
Hell yeah.
All right. And yeah, so follow me at Dino the Genetic Marvel. Follow him at SniffingGlue22, and it'll be a fun time. We do all sorts of stuff.
Take a picture of it real quick.
Give me 1 second here. Let me do that.
My mom says we should drop Dino off with her most recent ex the next time he visits. We don't know where he is. We just know that he disappeared once he stopped being able to steal my mom's car.
Okay, I'm sending you pictures.
And Alberto says it looks good, my man.
Thank you, brother.
He's sending it to me or Hammered and Cheese Group.
Okay. Hammered and Cheese.
Yeah.
There you go. You got them all.
Great.
Throw them up. Let's check it out.
I don't even know how to do that, if I'm honest.
You said it.
How do you do that?
What do you mean?
How do you throw them up?
You under the banners
Banners.
or brand? Sorry, where it's like a brush or a paint palette on the right hand side. On the left hand side? No, right. On the right hand side.
Okay. Create a banner.
Yep. No, that's
No.
banners underneath that.
Oh, brand. Okay.
Bro, we're up to 21 people watching.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
So, everyone, that has been Lasagna made by me. If you subscribe to my channel, then you are going to see table service, which is going to be coming out later. And that is going to be a bunch of comedians just talking and chilling out, and it should be very entertaining. So, thank you. And it's been wonderful.
It has been. This was fun. I am still computerly illiterate.
That's accurate.
Because I haven't had a laptop of my own since 2015. So I've literally just been using phones to podcast with.
Yeah.
But so what do I do here once I'm on the brand thing? What is bubble?
So if you scroll down under brand, scroll down and you see there's logo, overlay, video clips, background. So you want to go overlay is what you're adding, and then you add the pictures.
Overlay. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Okay, well, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. And then what do I add? Oh, okay, so I gotta download these pictures. That makes sense.
It's okay. You know what? I appreciate everyone's patience because we're both learning each other's jobs so that we can become more.
This is, for the record, this is usually Dino's job.
Yeah, and I'm very like with it.
Yeah, and I'm the chef typically,
Yeah.
which is also funny because like people are always surprised that I know how to cook. People
Also true.
guys I know how to do anything.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So,
Anyways,
people are like, "What? You know how to like read? What?"
do you want to take some tinfoil and just cover both of them? Right there. That one. This is probably faster if I do it.
Probably. Yeah. So do I just hit it now? There we go. There we go. I figured it out.
Yep.
That's the only one I'm going to do though, because I'm not trying to.
All right. There you go. That's Victoria's. But yeah. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. We went a little over time, but I got to bounce and take this to the other thing. So I will see you guys later.
Later, guys. Yeah, check out the roast. Check out Sketch Out tomorrow, and catch us every Tuesday night. Hammer and cheese. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Later. All right.